Okay, I appear to be recording, rather laggily, but hey, okay, what's up people of IFC and elsewhere, Undefeatable Twilight here, doing the first of what I hope will be many questions where you, videos where you ask me questions and then I read them out and answer them as best as I can. Oh yeah, I also dyed my hair, do you like it? You can't really tell in this light, but it's there. It's purple. Excuse me, and I like purple. So, without further ado, let's get on with the questions. This is really being very laggy. I think this takes up a lot of resources. Let me close some programs. Okay, here we go. So, the first question, I don't remember who asked these, but because I didn't write it down. But the first question I was asked was, what is the average wingspan of an unladen swallow? Well, actually whether or not the swallow was laden would make no difference to how big its wings were. But assuming you're talking about the common barn swallow, which is what most people are talking about when they refer to a swallow, because it's the most common swallow in existence, their wingspans usually average about 31.8 to 34.3 centimeters. Although obviously other swallows would have different wingspans, but I'm assuming you referred to that one. So, next question. Oh wait, I got an alt tab and it takes a long time. Which pony is best pony? Rainbow Dash. Next question. What is the answer to life, the universe and everything? Well, the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe and everything is 42. Unfortunately, we still don't know what the question was, so that's not really much good to us. How much is the fish? It's mine. It's not for sale. You can't have it. It's mine. What would be your favourite situation to ever occur in your life? Oh, that's a very good question. My favourite situation to ever occur would be if I was a successful video game developer and was making a lot of money and everyone was playing my games and enjoying them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So if I was a successful video game developer who was making a lot of money, was really popular, and everyone was playing my games and everyone was enjoying my games, and I was getting to, do stuff like make crossovers with other popular game series and make have movies or anime or cartoons or whatever made based on my games, then that would be awesome for me. Okay, next question is kind of vaguely or ambiguously, I guess, phrased. What should I do with a totally brainwashed RPing person? So, do you mean like, are they brainwashed and role-playing, or are they role-playing brainwashed? The totally brainwashed RP in person, it makes me sound like that. It makes me sound I can't talk right now. It makes it sound to me like they are actually brainwashed and they're role playing. And in that case, if you have a actual brainwashed person, then you don't need to role play. You can just actually do stuff with them. So my short answer is whatever you want, because they're brainwashed and they'll do whatever you say. Just try to be ethical, okay? I don't really want to have problems, yeah. But as long as it won't damage their life too much in any way, then basically go nuts. Okay, next question. What do you think of sneaky hypnosis, provided that the subject consents in advance? Short answer, I love it. I love stealth trance and, covert and whatever. Not the place, the actual thing. But as long as there's consent, which the questioner, I'm the questionee, the questioner, which the questioner specified that there has to be consent, and if there is, then that's fine. And I am actually a huge fan of stealth trance and stuff, so I love it. Basically, that's all I can say. What is Mariah Carey's bra size? 34D. I assume that's American, because, well, it would be the same in both places. But yeah, 34D, according to what I found anyway. No, I didn't ask her. I looked it up. Okay. What is your favourite food? I like lots of foods, but my absolute favourite is probably fajitas. I mean, I love Mexican, well, Tex-Mex really is not actual Mexican food, but it's what non-Mexicans call Mexican food. Tex-Mex, fajitas, enchiladas, or more broadly, basically anything with cheese in it. I love cheese. I cannot, like, explain that enough. I love cheese. Like, almost any food to me can be improved by adding cheese. That's how I feel. But yeah, basically Tex-Mex, enchiladas, fajitas, sometimes nachos. Not a huge fan of tacos, but just stuff like that in general, really. And also pizza. Tell people about you, why you're different from, say, a neighbour. Okay, that's not really a question, but I'll try my best anyway. Well, tell people about you is kind of a broad statement. I mean, I could go on for ages telling people about me, because it's really a hugely vague. You're really asking a whole load of questions there. So, like, what do you want to know? Is like do you want to know my whole life story? Or do you want to know what I like, what I don't like, where I grew up, where I went to school, what my family is like? You've got to be a bit more specific than just tell people about you. But why I'm different from a neighbour? Well, I haven't actually met my neighbours yet. I think that if I was the same or similar to my neighbours, I would be very scared, because I'm not like most people, and I'm not saying that in like the whole, oh, I'm so amazingly unique and wonderful and whatever, because I'm not. But I'm just very, very strange as a person. I have very strange likes, very strange dislikes. Like, I like stuff that most people don't like, and I don't like stuff that most other people like. Like, I don't like... sorry, I just ate before I did this. I don't like being with people, and I know I'm not alone in that. But I love being on my own. I don't mind being with people. It just depends what kind of people I'm with, I suppose. I hope I'm still recording that. What was I saying? I don't like going out unless it's to eat. And even then I usually go on my own rather than with people. I don't like sports. Again, I know I'm not alone in that, but it's just like the common... I seem to feel like the majority of people enjoy sports and sport-related activities. And I like... I'm trying to think of examples of things I like that most people don't. I love games with QuickTime events. You know, the things where you have to press a certain button that flashes up on the screen, or else you will fail. Everyone always complains about those, but I'm like, oh, this game has QuickTime events, awesome, I'm in. It's like, I love stuff like that. So yeah, I without even getting into fetishes, I have which is a whole other kettle of fish, so to speak. I have lots of very, very different, I'll say, likes and interests than most people do. So yeah, if I was anything like my neighbours at all, I would be quite worried, because I think I'm strange enough for one person. Okay, does that answer your question? Or not question, I hope so. How many different ways are there in placing 4 people in a straight line? Well, assuming it is a straight line, then I would guess 360, because that's the amount of degrees there are in a circle. So, and a line would obviously go from one end of a circle to the other, and I can't think of any other way to put someone in a line other than somewhere around that way. So 360. Okay. Twilight, are you someone who thinks it's better to have loved and lost, or better to have never loved at all, or are you unsure? I think it's better to regret something you have done than something you haven't, and with that in mind, I would say that it is better to have loved and lost than never loved at all, because at least then you can say that you loved, even if it didn't last. As long as you've done it, then you can be, well, you can be proud that you've done it, even if it wasn't a good thing to do. I still think you should be proud of having done it rather than having not done it. So that's how I feel about that. I think it's better to have loved and lost. What are the 4 most populated states in order? Depending on what you define as most populated, it's either in the 50 states it's California, Texas, Florida, and New York, and in all states and territories it's California, Texas, New York, and Florida. According to Wikipedia, anyway. What things like scarcity or identity dictate choices? That's a tough one, I have to say. Like scarcity of the choice, or what? Because I think people would be more likely to choose something if it's rare, because obviously you've got a limited time to get it before somebody else does. I might be totally misinterpreting the question here. I think obviously for identity, people will choose things based on their identity. For instance, they will choose things based on what they like or what they enjoy, or what they don't like or don't enjoy. They will avoid those kinds of things. But if something was scarce, but it was something that a person didn't like, then they probably wouldn't take it. Or they might do just to say that they have it, even if they don't exactly enjoy it. That could also be part of their identity, just wanting to have something, despite the fact that they have no use for it and they don't get any enjoyment out of it. They still want it because it's rare, and I think people naturally are attracted to rare things, even if they don't normally enjoy those kind of things. Like, for instance, if there was a limited edition, trying to think, actually I can't think of any examples, but basically, okay, I'm going to stop now because I cannot think of. I need to plan my sentences out before I say them. But yeah, basically, what I'm trying laboriously to get to is that whether or not things are scarce would affect whether or not people would want to choose them, especially even if it was something that someone didn't normally have any use for or want for. That's all about all I can say. I'm sorry for the incoherent half answer there, but it was really hard to think of how to answer that because it's a very, very loaded question. And that was the end of the questions that I got written down on my WordPad file. I'm going to check IRC and see if anyone else has asked anything while I've been recording. Let me see. How do you think technology will impact society in the next decade? Probably no more than it already has. I mean, we pretty much already do everything with technology. I think in the future there will be, well, I hope actually in the future we will have machines taking the part of some people. I mean, not all of them. Some jobs I think would still need a human to perform them, but a lot of them are. I mean, we have self-checkouts in shops. We have for a while now, and Google is working on the self-driving car thing, which I hope will become commonplace in the future as well. So I think technology will impact the society in a good way, because to be honest, we already use technology a lot. I mean, I'm sitting here in front of a computer recording this with a microphone right now. I talk to people regularly over IRC, which is a computer chat program, and it's just made things a lot easier for us, and it might end up with us getting lazy in the future because we will have like machines to do everything for us, but I don't think it's going to be as bad as some people think it will be, because to be honest, I'm a huge fan of technology, and I love everything to do with it, and I hope that things get more technologized in the future, because that would be my ideal future, really. If everything was done by machine. Well, not everything, not literally everything, but you know what I mean. Okay. Is the world safer or less safe now than 10 years ago? Well, that really ties into the previous question about technology, doesn't it? Whether or not having everything done by machines is making the world safer for us or not. I do know that crime rates have gone up or gone down. I have no idea. I think it's just as unsafe now as it was 10 years ago. It's just unsafe in different ways, because before 10 years ago the worry was that you were going to get mugged on the street and have your wallet stolen. Nowadays the worry is you're going to have your bank account hacked into and have your money stolen. So it's the same worry, just in a different form, and probably actually the bank account thing would be worse, because you tend to have more money in your bank than you do in your wallet, unless you're an idiot or don't have much money to begin with. I'm distracted by the IRC chat here. Yes, so I think that nowadays it isn't any more or less safe as it was 10 years ago. It's just unsafe in different ways. Anyone else ask any questions? Just looking now. What is love? A chemical reaction in the brain. Who let the dogs out? Me. I did. Anybody else? Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay. So that is the end of my first and hopefully not last question video. I'm gonna do another video next Saturday at around this time, if people ask me questions, which I hope they do. So until then, take care and love and peace. I will see you in the next video, hopefully, which will be on Saturday. Thank you for watching. Be sure to do the usual stuff. Leave a like if you like, comment, subscribe, etc, etc. Actually, I don't care if you do that or not. Just knowing you watched this makes me happy, really. So thank you, and I'll see you later. Take care. Peace.